The most powerful kind of points you can get are points like Chase Ultimate Rewards, American Express Membership Rewards, or Capital One Venture Miles. That's because these points are transferable to lots of different airlines and hotels, which means they have sort of what I like to call secret powers that a whole bunch of people aren't tapping into. If you're new here, hi, I'm Katie from Katie's Travel Tricks, and I'm here to help teach your family how to leverage credit card points to travel more for less money. Flexible rewards cards are some of the most powerful, but also can be confusing at first kind of cards, and that's because there's multiple ways to redeem the points. But I like to think about this more like secret powers that the points have that most people aren't redeeming. So that's what we're going to talk about in this section. This Chase Sapphire Preferred card is like a classic example of this card. A lot of people have this card or have had this card for a while. And a standard bonus on this card is 60,000 Ultimate Rewards points. Now, a lot of people might redeem those for getting gift cards or cash back. And if you were to redeem your 60,000 points that you got from your sign-up bonus for cash back, you would get $600. That's not a bad deal. $600 is $600. But if you take those same points and redeem them in the travel portal, you're going to get $750 of value of travel. So you can see already, if you're already traveling, that's a way that you can get a little bit more value than you would just with cash back. Now, the thing is, when you start to transfer to other partners, you unlock different possibilities. And so there's not like a dollar value I can put here. But for instance, if you were to transfer to airline partners, that's easily a round trip to Europe, or, there's different things. It could be like 2 domestic round trips on United as well. If you're going to transfer those points to hotel partners, that's, I think, one of the easiest ways to unlock a lot of value. So you could fairly easily use those 60,000 points to get $1,500 or more of value in hotel stays. And so that's what I'm going to talk about more, because again, if you would take those trips anyway, or if maybe you would take a trip that cost $600 and you'd get your cash back for, those same points can give you a $1,500 or more nicer or longer hotel stay. So for instance, when you log into your Chase Ultimate Rewards dashboard, you're going to see this up above. And there's all these different ways that you can redeem points. You want to ignore almost all of them. So transfer to travel partners, I've highlighted there. That's one of the ones that you want to think about. And then travel is another good option as well. When you use the portal, it's where it's going to take you when it says travel. This is going to be a fixed rate for your points when you're redeeming your Chase Sapphire Preferred Ultimate Rewards. And it really operates just like Expedia. It used to be powered by Expedia, but it's not anymore. And so you're able to search and you'll see right there how many points it would take. You can use some of your points and some cash if you want to do that. There's a few reasons why you would look at transferring to travel partners rather than just booking through that Chase portal. And the first one is just you might be able to get a better value than that 1.25 cents per point in the portal. That's the standard rate that you're going to get with the Chase Sapphire Preferred in the portal. So if you can get a better value, it makes sense to transfer your points. Another reason is a lot of times when you book with points, you might have a better cancellation policy. And especially with traveling now, that's something that we really value. So we really try to book plane tickets and hotels that we're able to cancel if something comes up. And points, when you transfer them, are a little bit easier usually to cancel. So this is a list of all of the transfer partners that you could get with a Chase Sapphire Preferred card. But to be honest, we ignore almost all of them. The only hotel that we would transfer our points to is Hyatt. And then even within airlines, there's not that many that we personally are going to use. If you're going to fly business class, you're going to use more of these, but flying economy, you're not going to use hardly any. Our personal favorite for our Chase Ultimate Rewards is transferring our points to Hyatt. The transfer rate is 1-to-1. That's true with all of the partners that Chase has, although sometimes there's promos. And you're always going to want to make sure, again, that you're getting a better value than you would in the portal. Here's an example. This is a really popular hotel for families to book with points, which is the Hyatt Regency in Maui. So it is a very expensive hotel from my perspective. So this is like an average rate. It can be even more than this, but like in the $600 to $700 per night. But with points, it's going to cost 25,000 Hyatt points per night. So that's, if you were to, divide out the points, the cents per point, that's like you're getting 2.7 cents per point. So that's more than double what you would get if you were booking it in the portal. There's other places like this Hyatt place in Waikiki is 12,000 points per night, and it would be, $225 per night. So that's almost 2 cents per point. So again, you're getting a better rate than if you were to book that same hotel in the portal. And so it's going to be, it's going to be cheaper for you, and that's what we prefer. Also, when you book Hyatt hotels with points, you don't get charged a resort fee or taxes. So you're going to save even more by doing it that way. This video is part of my free course, which you can find in its entirety at learn.katiestraveltricks.com. But don't forget to also subscribe so you can see more videos here.